Oh, okay. I'll try and figure it out. During the service.
Yes. I'm a still image. Good morning, and may I extend to you a warm welcome to Wimbledon Spiritualist Church. To our congregation and also our viewers at home. And a very warm welcome to our medium for today, Mary Dixie. Thank you, Mary. I now invite Mary to tell us a bit about her service to the spirit world, followed by her opening prayer. Thank you, Mary. A little step.
Yeah. Well, it's not as though you've not seen me before yet. Point is, I actually, well, there was Phil last week talking about it being 40 years. Well, I first walked into a spiritualist church in November 1983. And wasn't here. The church that it was is no longer in existence, so it wouldn't enable you to know. However, this March in 84 was the first time I walked into this church. So I've been in, first walked into spiritualist church 41 years ago this month, but I've been at this church plus going to lots and lots of others for 40 years and heading towards 41. But there you go. And started off September 84, doing healing, and I carried on doing healing until about, I think it was around 2001, and a church that I was involved with at the time, I walked in one summer evening to be told the medium's not turned up, and a voice said, I'll do it. And I looked round and it was me. I had no intention of doing that at all, but that was it. And the rest is history. So that's just a tiny little bit. But there's lots of you out there that have seen me or know me. And as a friend of mine and a friend of Nicola's always says to me, trouble is with you, Mary, you know too many people. But that's it, yes. Working as I did in a building where there were several hundred people, I would say there was probably all but about 100 that I actually knew. So, and that's happened all through my life, and some would say to me, well, how do you know them? I said, oh, that's so-and-so's mother. And there you go. But potted history of me. That's it. Right. I'll say the opening prayer now, because I'll have to get down and come back again otherwise. Right. Now, light of that which we call God, thank you for bringing us here safely this morning. Wind assisted today, definitely. And light of light, that which we call God. As I've said, thank you for bringing us here safely. And I ask that this morning, that those from the spirit world would come close and make themselves known and convey their wishes to those here today, what they wish to say. They're not going to tell you anything bad, so don't think that in the first place, because it's not what they're about. They just want to uplift you. I ask they come forward and that they communicate to you through me, and that all that is said and done will be in truth, love, light, and harmony. Amen.
Thank you, Mary. And now we come to our healing silence, at which time we send out our thoughts to all those in healing books, not just in our church, but in all churches throughout the world. Those who are suffering, whether mentally or physically. And of course, to the animal kingdom. May they feel wrapped in a blanket of your peace. Thank you. And now, if you'd like to join me in saying the Serenity Prayer. Thank you. God, grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, the courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. Bless you, friends. And I will now read the names on our healing list. Annie, Claire, David, Elizabeth, Grant, Richard Wood, Tyson, Janet, Liz Walsh, Nathan Lane, Daphne, Ruby Robinson, Jeff, Ivor, Ivan, Sally, Irene, Reese, Kelly, Tom, Shirley, Julian, Carol Burgess, Stephen Hawkins, Lee Oswald, Sarah, Lexi the Cocker Spaniel, Poppy the German Shepherd, Dean Ward, Denny, Benjamin the dog, Coco the dog, Cherry, Ruby, Hazel, Dennis Cox, Jeff Williams, Aaron, Anna, Andy, Sophie, Chris, Ray, and Sam. Thank you, friends. And please, can I ask now Terry for the offertory? Thank you. Thank you, Terry. Thank you, Terry. The reading I have chosen today is a reading from the book called The Healing Journey by a friend of mine called Dolly Little. And the piece is called Joy. Joy is waking up in the morning, knowing that you haven't got to jump out of bed quickly and rush to work. To be able to lie there for a few blissful moments, wriggling your toes and snuggle the duvet under your chin at night and grin. Joy is opening one eye and discovering that the sky is blue and the birds are singing their little socks off. It seems as if they are doing it just for you. What a way to start the day. Joy is finally doing something you've put off for ages. And when it is done, you feel as if a great weight has been lifted off you. You feel as if you could fly up to the sky. Joy is seeing your children fully grown up, healthy and happy, and making their own way in the world, with families and pets and great expectations. Send a prayer that wishes do come true. Joy is looking forward to each new day with anticipation, just knowing that something great will happen. Even though you might be past the first flush of youth, the young do not have the monopoly on schemes and dreams. Joy is the feeling in your heart. It makes you smile and chuckle, even seemingly without reason. It is that good to be alive feeling that comes with everything in the world is right for you. You cannot measure it, but do please cherish it. Thank you, friends, for listening to me. And I now give over to Mary, who will give us the address for today's service. Thank you, Mary.
That was lovely, Dawn. And yeah, I'm just saying that I was just going to say, we're the long and the short of it today. And yeah, that's right. Yeah, I'm standing on a little step. So otherwise you would only see the top of my head. Maybe that's what you would wish, but there you go. But joy is something that we do tend not to think about. And it is a positive thought. It is a positivity. And the whole reading was about that is being positive. Yeah, it is. It is that lady. No, she didn't have to get out of bed to go to work, so she could do what she wanted. But believe you me, there's a hell of a lot of people out there that don't even think about joy. They would say, oh dear, no, I've got to get out of bed. Not, yes, it's a lovely morning. Yes. And I was in my kitchen this morning and looking out and seeing all the leaves on the trees blowing, some coming off and some hanging on for dear life. And then a magpie flew and landed on a branch, and it's looking around to say, well, where's the rest of my family? And it was hanging on for dear life. It was not going to be blown off that tree because the tree really tried with the wind. It tried. But it had joy because it was there. It was able to sit on the branch. So that bird had joy. And what a joy to come out today and be wind assisted as you walked along. As long as you were walking in that direction and not fighting it. But and seeing all the colours and being able to say, well, our dear friends here, we have Kelly and Stephen, they do not have sight, but they find joy in life anyway. They don't need that. And maybe to see is sometimes hampers us. Because sometimes we see things that we really, really wish that we hadn't seen. Yes? Go on.
Sometimes
I've noticed that people at house side forget about their other senses. So they're not
Yes, indeed. Yes. Yes. Yes, indeed. They complain, as you say, Kelly, they don't understand that they have such good senses they should use. They moan about smells at times. Okay, there's some really awful smells, but there are some really lovely smells. How lovely to smell the flowers and even the damp mustiness of rotting leaves. It has its own particular smell. It's having that joy that you are still here on this earth. I have joy because a bit over a year ago, well, there was a possibility that I might not have been here standing talking to you today. I might have been communicating through someone from the other side. But I am still here. And I was thinking this morning about people that were in that ward with me. One of them, I'm sure, is probably now in spirit, and she came to my mind more so than the others. And I'm sure that lady, being in spirit, has more joy now than she did when I met her, although she was such a wonderful character. When she was younger, she must have been totally hilarious. But she tried her best to keep that joy in her life, even though she was in a massive amount of pain. But she still tried to keep that joy in her life. So we need to keep ourselves uplifted, be thankful of what we have on our day-to-day basis. Be thankful that even if the wind is blowing and it's coming through little cracks in windows and the door frames, but at least we've got that roof over our heads. We are not out in that weather, not like those people that have nowhere to live, that are out there. But they seem to try and keep joy in their lives as well as best they can. To keep that joy in our lives. Be positive and look around and be thankful. If I can leave that with you. Thanks for listening.
Thank you, Mary. A lovely address. Lots of inspiration for us to think about. If Mary should come to you now that she's going to give her mediumship, please speak nice and loudly and clearly into the microphone. And remember that Mary cannot hear you nod. So please speak up loud and clearly. Absolutely. And please make sure that your phones are switched off or put on silent, because the only messages we want to hear are from the spirit world. Please send your love and healing up to Mary. Thank you, Mary.
Right, yes. Definitely no nods, please. Because I say that's they belong with those, if you remember, and probably a few people still got them, those little dogs that you can get in, sit in the back of the car that get bob up and down. So they nod around, but that's fine, that's allowed. But unless you're one of them, no nods, please. Okay. 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 Lise, can I speak to you, please? Oh, someone just gave me a shove because I leant and I actually touched the keyboard. So if anything came up on the picture, sorry, that was me. I caught the keyboard. It was person that gave me a push. Lise, I've got now, gentleman feels like older generation now. He's got all this, he's coming out with old sayings of different things. What was that you said just now? Right, he's now saying put one foot in front of the other because you don't get moving otherwise.
No, okay, fair enough.
Okay, no. Oh, he's got all the old rhymes and things and the like, well, I can't really say that properly. Sister Susie and he's going on about all the tongue twisters.
Okay.
And he's, can you please, he's saying that there's been something around you recently that has been like a tongue twister.
Oh, I don't know.
It's where you've had to, right, I know what work you do. It's as though you've been trying to explain something to somebody, and it's in trying to explain it, it's as though you're doing a tongue twister.
Yeah.
It's trying to get it round, and it's as though, and they're looking at you as if say, I really don't get this. Can you change it? Can you give me different words, different language? Because I don't understand this. This is not me. This is not me.
Yeah. Okay.
Right. Okay. That's how they're saying. Just take a deep breath, and okay, and the words will come.
All right. Thank you.
Okay. Can you understand that the gentleman, he's not father, he's grandfather, please.
Yes, I think so.
And it's as though he's got a head full of tongue twisters, and he could have written a joke book.
Yeah, the funny man.
Yeah, he's got that there. And he wants you to have a few more laughs.
Okay.
A few more laughs. And oh, right, it's funny, I had occasion to think of your dear little Sugar.
Oh, right, okay.
In the week, something happened and I was talking about her. But can you understand there being a memory around now to do with her?
Yeah, we've been talking about her.
Right, okay. So for some reason, she's been around me, she's around you lots and lots of time.
Yeah.
And yes. And I'll just explain that she's a cat. She was a real character, beautiful. Bearing in mind the fact that I'm allergic to a lot of cats, but I was fine with her. Right. Now, I've only known her and your little Misty that you've got now, but can you understand there being 5 cats in total?
2, 3. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right. And one that was a real scattery scamp. It was as though its fur used to be all over the place. It was up on end and all sorts, and it was just as though it was, if it had been a child, it would have been horrendous because that child would have been in everything. And that's that cat. They've just come to you. They want to give you just a little bit of a boost.
That's nice.
Okay, they want to give you a boost, and oh, Right, can you understand the lady that before she passed, she got very, very cold?
Yes, yes.
Because I just suddenly, it felt as I got a block of ice put between my shoulders and down my back. And I really don't want that.
Mhm.
But she wants to just say hello to you. She's not telling me who she is. No, I think I know, but she's just not telling me. She's just saying, no, I've given you what you need to know.
Yeah, it's fine. Yeah,
Okay.
thank you.
Swizzles. Okay, that's a sweet, isn't it? Swizzles? Are they sweets?
Yeah.
Sweets? Oh, just wants to give you swizzles.
Oh, that's nice.
So that little, just little and a little sweetness, that's what she wants to give and put in your life, is a little bit of sweetness. Okay. Okay. And also about somebody with a violin, please. The violin.
I'll have to think on that one. I'm not sure.
Right, okay. What are we doing here? Okay. Right. The person with the violin is drawing my attention to the picture that is on the wall underneath that board over there. There, that one in the middle. There, in the middle, the picture. No, not the one there.
Oh, right. Okay. Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
so can you understand that picture connecting with someone that's passed? Because that's where the violin.
No. No.
Okay. It's holding back the waves. Okay,
Okay.
holding back the waves. Powerful gentleman. Powerful gentleman in spirit, powerful. He commanded a room.
I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah, I got him walking into a room. He'd just walk in. If there was a sound in that room, as soon as he walked in, there would be silence.
Yeah, I'm going to have to think on that one.
Okay, right. Okay, this is going to go back before I knew you.
So more as a child then, really. Yeah, I don't know.
It's taking you
Mhm.
back there. Okay. Right. Can you look, connecting with your dad?
Yeah, I think I know who you mean now.
You got it.
I think
Okay.
so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But he's come to you because he wants to empower you.
Okay.
You've got to put your power through you. You have the power to do what he did.
Right. Okay.
He's not saying about playing the violin or
No, I don't think I'll
having
be
a
doing
go,
that
but
too
it's
soon.
the power to actually command your audience.
Right. Okay.
And he's saying you've got the power, use it. Okay. Oh. Okay. Right, okay. Right, I've just got your mum going, oh, okay. She's just saying, okay, you know I'm around you a lot.
Yes.
And she's just saying, okay, but I just want to bring you these. And she's bought you 3 kiwi fruit.
Oh, okay.
And she's given you that with love from her and from all of them.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks, Mary.
The gentleman with the glasses sitting just here, can I speak to you, please? Can you understand, they give me the number 5, please. Can you understand 5 in the connection around you?
No,
Okay, you're a bit swift on the no. Can you understand 5 in a family, please?
in what respect? My
No,
father.
they're just talking about 5 people
Mm.
making up a family.
6.
Well, are you the 5th one?
No, 4 of us, 4 siblings, 2 parents.
Right,
So
well,
that's
they're
6.
talking about 5.
No,
I've got 5. They're being specific about the 5. So which one was the 5th one?
but there's 4 of us, so none of
That,
us.
right, no. So one must be the 5th one.
I
Right,
misunderstood.
you've got mother, father, and if you've got 6 in total in family, you're saying. So who was the 5th one?
I'm not quite sure what you're trying to say.
Right.
My father would have been the 5th.
Mum
in
and dad come
age.
first, don't you? Then you've got whoever was the first child, second child, third child. So we're
Third.
talking about the 3rd child.
I thought you said 5.
Yeah, 5. It's the 5th one.
Right, okay.
The 5th one.
The 3rd child,
Yeah,
that's me.
that's you. So they're talking about you.
Okay.
Okay, so there's something specifically about you in the family. So
Okay.
can you understand what they're getting at with you? They're being specific about you as opposed to the rest of them.
Well, the only difference, I guess, is the major difference is I'm in, if I can use the phrase, into all this,
Right,
and they're not.
right, okay. Now you
Spirituality.
understand that, right? Okay, because I don't know you, I don't know your family, I don't know where you come in the family, but they said 5.
No, if you said 13.
No, no,
No, sorry.
no. I can only give you what they've given me.
Okay.
If they'd given me 55, I'd have said to you 55, but that would have meant something entirely different. But they gave you the 5. Okay. Because normally when they talk about something like that, they'll go along with 7 because the 7th son or the 7th daughter, and it's that type of thing that goes on. But in this instance, it's 5. And it's where in the, it's like a hand of cards.
Okay.
And you've been given the best hand. Now you've raised your eyebrows because you're thinking to yourself, no, I've not got a good hand at all.
No, actually,
But-
I'm one step ahead. On the outside, looking into a stranger, you might think I've been given the worst hand. But as far as my own personal growth is concerned, it's like the best hand.
Which is so you agree with what they've just said. You've
Mm.
got the best hand. Yes.
I agree.
Yeah. Okay. Now, can you understand grandfather, mother's father?
I'd love to, but my mother was adopted, so
Right. Okay.
as when she was about 3,
Right. Okay. Well,
he was a Canadian.
okay. Well, I'm sorry, but you know, this is the way things go at times. We get okay. So that in itself is nothing, but that is the gentleman that is, so he's kept an eye on you all. Okay. Now, with this day and age, there are ways of tracking and finding out who somebody is. And that is a task that you could take on.
Okay.
Okay. It's just saying because he is
So my mother's real grandfather, not her adopted.
I'm getting grandfather now. Did you know the one that was would have been her adopted grandfather?
No, I
You
knew
didn't.
her, excuse me. Her parents, as it were, her adoptive parents.
Right.
Her, I knew.
Right.
And on my father's side, I didn't know.
Okay. Right. You do need to do a little bit, sorry, can't tell you you've got to, but it would be worth your while doing a little bit of research
Okay.
to see what you could find out. But however, this gentleman is aware of you, knows you, and he is there watching your progress.
Okay, I can
Okay.
accept that.
So, right, okay. Unfortunately, he'll have to go back because there's no way that you don't know anything about him. You can't understand anything that is given. So we'll thank him anyway. But just bear in mind the fact that there is that gentleman there.
Okay, thank you very much.
Okay. Right. Now, I'm seeing the list of healing who wanted for healing, and my attention's been drawn to German Shepherd. Now, can you understand a German Shepherd connected with you?
You've just blown me away a little. Years ago, heat used to come from my hand and I instinctively put it on my mother's German Shepherd's back legs.
There
And
you
for
go.
a few days, her arthritis would sort of disappear.
There you go.
And after a few days, she'd be,
So, therefore, you have a healing gift.
with respect, I know, but I don't do anything about it.
Ah, well, maybe you need to investigate that.
Thank you.
But no, so there you go. That's them drawing my attention to things that will make sense to you.
My mother's Alsatian was the first
Yeah.
living thing. I put
No,
my hands on,
because
so
animals do instinctively know where they can get healing.
Mm.
Myself and my late husband, where we used to live, which was over 30 years ago now, we'd be walking along out for a walk, and this elderly black Labrador would suddenly appear, and both of us had to give him a bit of healing because that's what he'd come for. Now, he appeared, we don't know who he belonged to, he just appeared. And animals will do that to you because they know where they can find healing. They need it, they know. So don't be at all surprised if you've got all sorts of animals coming up to you or little birds landing at your feet.
it's happening already.
Right, there you go. See, they know. So you need to investigate your healing journey.
Okay.
Okay. Right. So can you also understand? Oh, this is I want to play piano. Can you understand one in spirit that play piano?
Very much so.
Okay, because I've had to. You can't get much of a tune out of a piece of wood,
No.
but you give it a jolly good go. And right, okay. So it shows that they are around you.
I feel his presence quite a lot.
Yeah. And I hope that you thank them for being around you.
I do.
Acknowledge it, because there's a lot of people that are aware of different things and they just don't acknowledge it.
So
And
he was a GP and he thought I was crazy with all this healing business, and
oh,
his tumour started to shrink and I was told to stop. He wants to die.
oh, okay.
And you're probably talking to him now.
Oh, there you are. That's how things go. That's how things go. And also, if people do want to pass, because they feel that their journey, they've done what they can on their journey here. So because it's your own free will.
No, I get that.
And right, okay. Also now got the name of Edward, please. Edward.
Off the top of my head, but I have got memory issues, so it
Okay.
might be a case of walking out of here and saying, "Oh God."
Well, that's your best evidence. My late husband was given some initials once, and he knows jolly well because it was 3 days later, he was actually sitting on the toilet. All of a sudden he went, I know. And I said, what? What? He said, I know it was. He'd been a trade union rep and he'd helped people through tribunals and things. That was so-and-so. He said, those initials, that was so-and-so. I helped him with that tribunal. How could I forget? But then we know so many people through our lives.
That's true.
So don't pop him in a pocket or sit him on your shoulder or do something outlandish, which some people tell people to do. Just say thank you, but I can't place you just at the moment, but I'm sure you're around. But okay. No, they've now drawn my attention, connecting with this, Edward, the radiators. Now, can you understand someone that had the connection with radiators?
In what respect?
Well, it's connection with radiators. So whether they made them, worked with them, it was some connection to do with radiators, because that's where he's something to do with radiators or a memory with a radiator. That's where he's taking you, where you will find him.
Okay, but
Okay,
I can't think
so-
at the moment.
No,
I
but
think
if
of
you bear that
radiators.
in mind, that's where you'll find him.
Right, okay.
Okay, so they want to give you, okay, right, they're going away now. So, okay. They want to leave you with lots of love and they want to give you a gift, and they are giving you, what are they giving you? Shepherd's pie?
I like shepherd's pie.
There you go. Well, they know that. So that's what they want to give you, with lots of love.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Oh, okay, there we go. Gentleman with the little moustache and beard. I speak to you, please. Okay, yes. Oh, I don't know what you call it. I've got a gentleman in spirit singing Red, White and Blue World Cup Willie. Now that goes back some way, isn't it? So he does
World
this-
Cup Willie.
Yeah.
Hmm.
What was it? Red, White and Blue World Cup Willie.
I've been feeling quite patriotic recently.
Sorry?
I've been feeling quite patriotic recently.
Oh, okay.
Supporting myself.
Okay. Can you understand a gentleman that was very much patriotic to do with football in particular?
Like connected with my family or just me personally.
It's just, he's not saying family, friend, whatever, but
Oh.
it was just that was him coming in singing that.
Off the top of my head, I can't think of any football connections, soccer, more rugby, but
Right, okay.
never been much into that.
No,
maybe.
it's not now. Yeah, but it's okay. Where are we going?
I'll try and think wider.
Right, can you go into a workplace at that around an older gentleman in a workplace, please?
Who's a fan of football?
Yeah, he was a football fan, a massive football fan.
God.
Not a very tall man.
Football. My father was short. He didn't. He wasn't like mad into football. He watched the odd international, but
Well, that's
sorry, I
what
can't think.
I mean, that song was to do with international matches and that sort of thing. When
It's
I,
Willie song.
yeah,
No, I'm sorry, it's not Link Spring.
no, okay. Well, he was actually there singing that,
Oh.
and it is football because I mean I think in this day and age rugby is a better game than football is. Sorry, but,
Yeah, I agree with
you.
More still
There
a
you go.
sport, I think.
But it's developed the way it's developed over some years. It's not
Yeah.
so good. No, but this man was very much there. I'd say he was a wind-up merchant, actually.
I know plenty of them.
Right,
But
okay. Well, if you can look in the direction of those, because this one is not very tall, but he was there. He said, I've come to get his goat.
My goat.
Yeah.
Are you talking of the beard?
Oh,
Or my get my goat?
yes, that's what
That's-
he's come to say. Yeah,
Yeah.
he's come to get your goat. That's it. Yeah. Okay.
In a fun way, yeah.
Yes, indeed. Yes. Yes. Now, right. Well, there's a whole line of people here. He pushed his way to the front because they're mainly taller than him. And he could, because he was shorter, push his way to the front. So he'd be ideal if you wanted to queue up for January sales, which would be a manic thing to do, but you'd send him because he'd get through and he'd get you in. He was that type of person. You can take your mind back and have a think of that, because that's that man.
Okay,
So he's actually just come to see you.
thanks.
And okay. Can you understand there's been something occurred recently where you've needed a lot of strength? So I want to give this one almighty push, only it is 10 times heavier than what it looks. I mean, I'm not saying this, I wouldn't want to try and push this, I don't know, but this is the sort of thing. So you've got to move something and it's actually a lot heavier than it looks. Can you understand that?
The first thing that came into my sense was ambition, achieving something in that sense of being heavy.
Yeah, that
Not shifting.
no, it is that type of thing.
Well,
yes.
I just feel like I'm a bit in limbo.
I got that with it following with that it was it's a situation that you need to put a lot of strength into it, but you'll achieve it.
Yeah.
It's there for you to achieve. It's just putting in the effort that's needed.
Yes.
Because in life, we can achieve our dreams, but you have to go part way to meet it.
Yeah.
Not just lay back and think, oh, well, it will come, it will come. You have to make steps towards it and be aware of when those opportunities occur, because it could be some little thing that someone says and you latch onto it because that leads you in. It's being aware of that which is around you in visual and hearing.
As in opportunity.
Yeah. Yeah. It's having your senses open and aware. Can you also understand someone in spirit that was now they've put in my head, now I don't think you'd remember this. There was a skipping rhyme that came up when Prince Andrew was born and they gave him this string of names. It became a skipping song because people found that they could reel off the name and they could skip to it.
Mm.
And I've got that type of thing. There's somebody in spirit that was a great one for finding all these little things that you could do different actions to.
Right. Would it be Prince Andrew himself?
No, he's not
I
in
met
spirit,
him
no.
twice.
No,
Oh.
but
My sins? Oh, right.
no, but it's that sort of thing, or they'd say, oh, right, yes. Yeah, it would be,
Yeah, somebody.
yeah, you got it?
It's not coming through strong, I'm sorry.
No, okay. I've got, okay,
A footballer and a football fan and a
and a
sort of
royalist,
like skin,
yeah.
yeah.
But they were not exactly a royalist because they just latched onto it to be something that they could have fun with. So you've got people that can find fun in trivial things.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
like to think of myself like that, actually. I always try to have,
Okay, so
could be a
then
reflection
you
of me.
take after someone who's in spirit.
Oh, maybe, yeah.
So have a
I'll
look
try and
back
find a laugh and everything, yeah.
to one that's in spirit that had a similar nature to you. Because that's who it is.
It wouldn't be like a blood relation. Could be anybody.
It could be a blood relation because they're not not showing me their blood. Sorry. So,
No,
but
no,
they're
surely.
not, you know, but it's them.
I'm
That is
thinking, I don't know,
them.
just then I just felt like it was my father then, but I'm thinking, I always think a lot about him. He's the other side, on the other side, but he was always joking and
Right, okay.
he was short.
Right, there you go. You found him. He did
Must
have
be
a
him.
job trying to get himself through to you, didn't he?
He did like football, but not like a
No,
big fan.
but then he's
I
come
reckon it's him. Yeah.
to,
It just came to me then.
yeah.
Sorry if there was any resistance, but I just it felt right then afterwards.
Yeah,
Thanks.
yeah. Right, okay. Right, so look out for your opportunities because they're saying follow it and follow it through.
Okay.
Okay. And they're giving you lots and lots of love and they want to give you, what are you giving them? Oh. Well, there's two things. I've got this great big box of chewing gum and also a bag of gobstoppers.
Really?
And
Sounds like it would be in a kid's satchel.
they just handed them to you.
Oh, really?
So
Thank you very much.
that's
Is the
with
gobstopper trying to tell me something? I talk too much.
well, it's with their
After
love
opinion.
anyway. So it's whatever the thought is behind it, it's given with love anyway.
That's great.
Leave that with you. Thank you.
Thank you, Mary.
Are we going? Is that it? Oh, sorry, dears. Sorry, dear. Who's that? Dears. Right. Listen, folks, because I just had somebody say, sorry, dears. So if you can accept it, and maybe it's for all of you, that there's someone for you all that would say, sorry, dears, with love. Thank you for listening.
Thank you, Mary, for a lovely service. We all enjoyed that, didn't we? And I'd now like to ask Phil to give us the notices, please. Thank you, Phil.
Thank you very much, Dawn, and good morning to everybody in church and online today. Here are some forthcoming events. Our Divine Service guest medium in church on Sunday, December the 1st at 11 a.m. is Daniela Florio. Please note the Healing Clinic at Wimbledon Spiritualist Church is every Tuesday from 7 until 8:15 p.m. and Thursday 10 a.m. until 12 noon for members of the community and animals. You will be greeted by our healer practitioners in a safe, friendly and welcoming atmosphere, and free will donations apply. The next Friendship Club is on Wednesday, the 27th of November from 11:30 a.m. until 2 p.m. in church, hosted this coming week by Jackie Robinson. And we hope you can join us for lively conversation, tea, coffee and cake. Admission is £4 at church, which includes refreshments. Please note, Open Platform run by myself is now taking a break until February 2025. Full details will be posted in due course on the Wimbledon Spiritualist Church Facebook pages. Tonight at Wimbledon, we have a demonstration of mediumship with Ivan Lee. This starts at 7 p.m. and the admission is £5. And I understand there are still tickets available to purchase on the door, but please be early because they do tend to go very, very quickly. There is also a demonstration of mediumship with Ashley Robinson and Sarah Warman at Hackbridge Spiritualist Church on November the 29th at 7 p.m. and the admission is £5. Thank you very much and have a very good week ahead.
Thank you, Phil. I'd now like to invite Mary back to close us in prayer, please. Yes, exactly. To close us in prayer. Close us in prayer.
Sounds as though we've got jokers around today. Right. They just want to lift you all up. That's it. So if you start floating, you'll know why. I'd like to give thanks to those from the world of spirit that have come forward today and given us information. We ask that they return from whence they came so they can join with us again soon. And I ask that we be guided on our journey homeward until we meet again. Amen.
Mary,
What?
thank you very much.
Oh,
For a lovely service.
thank you.
And bless you.
Thank you everyone for joining us in church and at home, and get yourself a nice piece of cake and a cup of tea and a very safe journey home. God bless.